Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Francis Faden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together helping you magnify your miracles. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a message about the upcoming eclipse on March 25th from Mother Mary. This is a message that she's been asking me to share with you really since the beginning of the year, and I was just looking to see when was going to be the most appropriate time to share it. And I'm going to share it now because we're right here at this point where the energy is really building and the eclipse is going to be happening in just a couple of weeks. So I am recording this in March of 2024. The eclipse is happening on March 25th of 2024. And it is a powerful, powerful message. And it actually is an invitation to you. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. But before we do that, let's take a breath together. Just really get ourselves grounded, settled, and ready to receive this inspiring message from Mother Mary. Knowing that whatever you need to hear to help you move powerfully forward is exactly what you're going to be hearing. Let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude. We can begin. So, my friend, I have a system of discerning messages from Mother Mary, messages from my own higher self, messages from the universe, ways to look at nature, ways to look at things. It's one of the things I've developed for myself. It's one of the things I teach. When I teach, I'm going to be teaching this beautiful program called Magnify Your Intuition. I changed the name of it because I think that that's a more accurate description. Magnify your intuition. Being able to trust your intuition, being able to read the signs. Those are the two things that I love helping people do. And we're going to be doing in this program. Mother Mary had me come up with this system where every year I take my wall calendar, I take my Mother Mary calendar, I take my astrology calendar, and I look at my interfaith calendar, and I look to see what are the things that are happening. What's happening? When are the feast days happening? When are the cosmic events happening, like the new moons, the full moons? When are the seasonal changes happening? One of the interfaith things happening. I want to look to see all the different paths that I follow to see where are they coinciding, what is the message, and because that tells me what the message is from the universe and what our guidance, what our vibration is going to be for the year. But one of the most important things I look for is where are the eclipses happening? Where and when are they happening? This year, when I looked, it jumped off the calendar at me because we're having a full moon eclipse on March 25th. March 25th. Now, for those of you who know, you will know that March 25th is also the Feast of the Annunciation. It's when Archangel Gabriel came to Mother Mary and extended the invitation from the divine and said, God wants to offer you this opportunity. Would you like to be this incredible channel of divine Christ light? And of course, Mother Mary said yes. And we know from that point on, everything was changed in her life and in our lives as well, because she said that yes. So when I saw that on the calendar, I said, oh, we're all being asked. We are all being asked to say yes to our divine destiny. We're all being asked to say yes. We're being given the invitation. You can always say no, but we're being asked to, will you say yes? Because God is wanting to do something through you, especially this year. God is wanting to do something through you. And you get to say yes or no. Now, if you say yes, I can tell you, your life will change. Your life will completely change in the best possible way, as Mother Mary's life also changed. And her life changing changed the lives of so many people, millions of people all around the world. That same invitation is being extended to you. So, what I'm going to say to you, what Mother Mary wanted me to share, is you want to look at the energy of Archangel Gabriel and how his energy is so powerful right now in the springtime here in the Northern Hemisphere. And in this March vibration, even if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this energy of Archangel Gabriel is really powerful. His name, Gabriel, means God is my strength or strength of God. But God is my strength. And whenever he comes and brings a message, he always brings the strength for you to act on it and to carry through with whatever that might be. So Archangel Gabriel, he's an energy outside of you. He's an energy inside of you. There's nothing that exists outside of us is not always inside of us as well. And he comes with his partner, Archai Hope, right? Archai Hope. So we have Gabriel and Hope, those two archangels, the masculine and the feminine energy, balance our own masculine and feminine energy, and bringing us this message, this springtime message of hope, right? And an invitation and saying, would you like to say yes to this invitation from the divine? Now, you might be saying to me, well, what invitation is he talking about? And I will tell you, Archangel Gabriel manifests in you as something greater wanting to come forward, saying yes to your divine calling, saying yes to your enthusiasm, saying yes to what would make you happy, saying yes to your creativity, saying yes to being a channel in some way. There's something that's wanting to happen through you right now. I don't know what it is, but I bet you know what it is. Now, I'll say, since the beginning of the year, this energy has been guiding us. And so it's not just about this day on the calendar, although there's definitely going to be a peak vibration. And I can feel the energy already building for sure. I can feel that energy building. I bet you can feel that energy building as well. This beautiful culmination. And will you say yes to it? Will you say yes to the desires of your heart? Will you say yes to your sacred life purpose? Will you say yes to what my wife likes to call your holy calling? You say yes to that. Now, only you know if that's something that is obvious on the outside, if it's an inner calling that's just between you and God, only you can know that. But I've been feeling this energy since the beginning of the year. And I said, oh, something's shifting. Something's shifting. Right around winter solstice, I could feel it. And I just thought it was, maybe it's just the energy of the new year. Like, oh, no, 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 no. There's definitely something else that's happening here. And it is an awakening. You might feel it like an urge inside of you. And Mother Mary is simply saying to you, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to say yes to whatever it is that up until now you've been saying no to, or you haven't even been aware of it. So I want you to ask yourself this question: what would I love? I ask you this question often, but this month especially, what would I love? What is it that's inside me that's pulling me forward? What is it that's pulling me forward? So I will just give you my example. At the beginning of the year, and I shared a little bit of it, and I'll share more with it as we go, because I actually want to really devote a whole episode to this. Is I've been feeling that Christ energy really knocking on my door, and I was like, no, 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 no. But it's become stronger and stronger and stronger. And just this month, just in the last couple of weeks, I've said yes to that energy because it became so obvious to me that that's what was trying to happen through me. This energy is wanting to happen through me, wanting me to be a channel of even greater light. And because I trust my intuition, and because I trust my signs, and because I have this commitment to the divine, I say yes to that. I don't have to wait until the 25th to say yes. I said yes to it already. I am going to be doing some things on the 25th to honor that commitment, but I've said yes to that already. What is it that you're going to say yes to? Now, if you don't know, here's the thing. Part of it is you might not be that connected with your intuition, or you're connected to it, but you don't quite trust it. And this gets in the way of a lot of women. It gets in the way. This self-doubt that we've grown up with, this not quite trusting ourselves, this second guessing ourselves, it gets in the way. I talk to so many women who will say like, oh, well, I'd love to do this. And then they immediately tell me all the reasons why they can't do it. Or they immediately talk themselves out of it and say, oh, but I don't know if I really know. And how do I know it's really my intuition? This is why I'm saying to my friend, please check out my training, the Magnify Your Intuition training. This program that Mother Mary had me design for you is to help you with this. Yes, we're going to go deep into divination. Yes, we're going to be going into understanding the holy language of spirit. But the most important thing is helping you to trust your intuition, because you can be doing things all day long. And if you still have that voice telling you, well, I don't know, and you're not really trusting it, it's not going to help you. So, helping you to magnify your intuition is not just about giving you a bunch of tools, although I'm happy to give you a bunch of tools and we'll definitely do that. It's also about helping you learn how to use them and trusting the guidance that you get, not talking yourself out of it. And that's why being part of a group is so important, because you're held up by the energy of your like minded sisters who are on this path with you, helping you and encouraging you and witnessing, giving you that feedback, because feedback is so, so important. So, this particular manifestation, the Feast of the Annunciation, there is a spotlight. The universe is putting a spotlight on this day and inviting you to say yes to something that you have long said no to. You may have already said your yes. You may have been like me, and maybe in January and February, you were like, all right, I'm going to write my book. I'm going to take that trip. I'm going to have that baby. I'm going to do whatever it is that feels like a soul calling for you. That's what this day is about. It's an invitation for you to say yes to your soul's calling. So Mother Mary wanted me to share that with you and invite you to think about it. Will you say yes? You have a few weeks to think about it. By the time this video comes out, you'll have a few weeks to think about it. And then between now and then, I invite you to come over to my website and take a look at some of the things I'm going to be offering. The Magnify Your Intuition program is a perfect thing for those of you who struggle with not trusting your intuition, for those of you who want to expand how your intuition shows up, for those of you who really want to understand and learn the language of divination and how you can start to have this beautiful relationship with the divine. You know, one of the things that Mother Mary wanted me to share about this whole thing is when she said yes to Archangel Gabriel, it wasn't like, well, that's it, you know. She said yes. And from that point on, she started developing that relationship with him, started really having this strong relationship with the archangels. So much so that when she went and talked with St. Joseph and told him, you know, the good news that he didn't think was so good, he wasn't even sure that he could, you know, deal with that. But Mother Mary trusted it to Archangel Gabriel and was like, all right, I told him. Now you have to tell him. And that's what happened is Archangel Gabriel came to St. Joseph in a dream because he wasn't open to it in the daytime. So the angels come in, spirit will come in the way that you are open. Our job is to be as wide open as possible. If you could be wide open, you could experience an archangel visiting you, like Mother Mary, or having a dream like St. Joseph, or however this energy wants to communicate with you. And then have the support to be able to act on whatever it is, act on that guidance. That's the message. So whatever your message is for March 25th, whatever it is that you want to say yes to, I'm encouraging you to say yes. I'm here for you. I'm taking a stand here with you. Leave me a comment and let me know, what are you going to say yes to? What's your holy calling? What's your divine destiny? What is it that your soul really came here to embody, to experience, to express, that up until now either hasn't been able to, or maybe wants to do it even more fully? Maybe what's the next level of that for you? What is it? I really want to know. So that's the message that Mother Mary wanted me to share with you about this coming full moon eclipse. It is a powerful, powerful time with many, many layers. I didn't even go into all the layers, but many, many layers of meaning. And this is where you want to go deep into your heart. This eclipse is happening the Monday of Holy Week. It's the Monday of Holy Week. It's a powerful time of miracles and transformation. And you have an opportunity to connect in with your immaculate concept, with your original idea, and say yes to it in a deeper way. The only question I have is, are you going to do it? And if so, I'd love to hear about it. If you'd like to join me for the Magnify Your Intuition training, I would love to have you. Just go to my website, francisfaden.com and /training, and you'll see the information there. And we begin in April. So it's going to be a beautiful time to spend together going into the month of miracles happening in May, the solstice happening in June. It's such a powerful, powerful time. And I'd love to have you join us. All right, my friend, please remember that the key to magnifying your miracles is knowing that your miracle is already here. We'll see you next time, my friend. Bye-bye.